We all know that NewSuperLuigiU is the harder version of NewSuperMarioBrosU, but we had the brilliant and fun idea of using everything at our disposal to make Luigi's life a nightmare. Not only are the enemies, game physics, timer, and level design harder than the base game, but we also use an intended gimmick against Luigi. The WiiU gamepad is supposed to aid players by allowing one to place blocks anywhere. But not today. Instead, we'll use that same gimmick, but to stop me from finishing a level. I didn't really know what to expect from this. I knew this wouldn't be as easy as playing the normal game, but as soon as Cam started placing platforms on the screen, I already felt a sense of dread looming over me. I need an acorn. I need this. No! Oh no! But still, I completed the first level without being touched once. So maybe I was overreacting, and this was going to be way easier than I thought. I wasn't even in the second level, and my confidence was so high that I decided I was gonna go and grab every single star coin in each level. Well, as soon as I had that thought, as soon as it was gone, because not only was it going to prove way more difficult, every time I get a game over, I need to restart from the beginning. I gotta start over? Seriously? Oh my god, alright. Yeah, this is going to prove way more difficult than I thought. After having triumphed over the first two levels successfully, we have only one more level until a checkpoint where I won't need to restart completely from the start.
Go down.
What? Yo, I can't go. No! God damn, what the hell is this? Every time I get some hope that this challenge isn't going to be too bad, I get reminded of the omnipotent power of the almighty God with a gamepad. Trust me when I say this was really painful to play through. I had this feeling of rage so deep inside of me, and I was just getting started. I still had 5 more levels to do afterwards. I failed so many times, so we decided to give me a small advantage. Every time I would get to the castle, I would have 10 seconds where Cam could not place any blocks.
Fire!
Yo! How am I supposed to defeat this?
In 10 seconds.
In 10 seconds, really?
Yeah.
Alright, let's be honest. Not like that 10 seconds would really help me, because how could a green plumber defeat someone who can make platforms appear out of thin air? By finding a shortcut on the side of the castle, which easily let me get close to the door. Cam was really anxious that I would finish this, so she started spamming platforms so much that I kinda used that to my advantage to reach the door to the boss fight. I was really stressed about the boss because I really wanted to move on from this. Any mistake and I could be sent back all the way to the beginning, but after 1, 2, 3 stomps on Boom Boom's head, and all of this was in the past now. This level was a breeze. It's easily the one I completed the most, probably because I died so much I had to complete this level every time, but that's besides the point. I guess it helps having a Yoshi to eat everything. The levels after the castle were pretty easy. I died a couple of times on them, sure, but once I started to understand the layout of them, even if I had to restart from the 4th level, I could beat them with relative ease and move on to the next. All the levels have been pretty straightforward, with the exception of the mini castle, but I'm sure the next one's going to be as easy as all the other ones, right? I don't even know where to begin with this one. Beating the other 2 levels was somewhat easy. I died a couple of times, but nothing too crazy. This level though, this goddamn level, every time I get to this stage, I lose everything. I either die to Cam putting platforms that make me fall into the void, or a piranha plant eats me. Everything I do ends up in me having to start over. I had 8 lives at one point, but that was still not enough. I try to play more patiently so I have a better chance at beating the level, but that still doesn't work. Cam puts platforms on top of my head, so I die. I don't know how much longer I can take this. I mean, at this point, I'm just desperate for this challenge to be over. I just run off forward without much thought, and I die again. That's it, I'm done playing around. I've suffered long enough. It's time to play the best goddamn LuigiU of my life. I start this run feeling not confident in my chances of finishing this challenge. I jump into the level and die almost instantly. No big deal, I tell myself. I've done this level so much, I know I can beat it. In my second attempt, I successfully grabbed the mushroom at the beginning. On my way to get Yoshi though, I end up dying to a Monty Mole. Same song and dance as my last attempt. I grab the mushroom, but this time, I end up successfully grabbing Yoshi. Halfway through the level, and I nab myself the power-up and managed to reach a flagpole without much trouble. At the end of the level, Toad was kind enough to give me a 1-up. I decided I was going to try this level instead of the other one first. If I can get through this, I know I'll have a chance at beating the challenge. With the fire power-up, I burn every single piranha plant I come across, until I unfortunately lose it, which pivots me into being more patient with my platforming. Close to the end and I go small. At this point, my heart is pounding. I was so close to reaching the flagpole that my heart was beating really fast. But with precise platforming and a bit of patience, I end up finishing the level once and for all. Before going to the next level, I go to the mushroom house at the beginning to grab myself another one-up. I'm feeling good about this level. I completed it multiple times in the past, so I know I can do it again without much trouble. Alright, well, second try and I almost make it to the very end this time, but a well-placed block from Cam and I fall into the void. Third time's the charm, they say. I end up grabbing a mushroom and a 1-up while dodging everything else. I was starting to feel good about this. At the end of the level, I lose the mushroom power-up, but I used a couple frames of invincibility to pass through the last remaining obstacles to reach the flagpole. One more level until I reach the end, but before that, I used the 1-up mushroom house to get more lives. I was really playing the best LuigiU of my life. I was on my A game. I ended up grabbing 7 more lives. I was fired up and confident for the remaining levels. Cam was making this level way more difficult than it needed to be. All I need to do is grab the star power up to defeat the 3 piranha plants. We realized early on in this challenge that Cam could place blocks where the power-ups were, and even if I managed to punch the power blocks, she would destroy the power-ups. At first, I didn't think much of it when she did that, but I didn't think that would come around to haunt me. In the end, I still managed to complete this level and move on to the last stage. Jumping in the last level felt unreal. After 34 game overs, I truly felt as this was unbeatable, but I finally made it. I didn't know what to expect, but my first attempt went great. I almost died a couple of times, but after making it to the door, I truly started to feel anxiety set in as this could be the end of my suffering. The first 2 stomps went great, but it's at the finish line that Cam managed to set me back.
Amazing ass Luigi.
No! No big deal, I still have a lot of lives left. Second attempt and I died to the munchers. I was so close to the door. I don't make it far. My third attempt as Cam puts a platform on top of my head, making it so I'm unable to jump. Fourth attempt and I died to the first dry bone of the level. My lives are going down fast, but no time to stop as I jump back into the level for my 5th attempt. I make it to where the munchers are, but Cam manages to break the brick blocks with her own star power. I make it to Lemmy once again on my 6th attempt, but Cam makes me unable to jump. My 7th attempt went as bad as all the others. I'm becoming desperate for this to be over. I keep on dying in stupid ways, but I can't stop. I jump into level once more. I don't know how many attempts this has been. I die, but I grab enough coins for 1-up. It's as if I'm stuck in LuigiU purgatory. I grab the mushroom at the beginning of the level and manage to hold on to it. I jump from platform to platform, dry bones to dry bones, and finally make it to the door. Just before heading in, Cam messed up her platform placement and didn't succeed in preventing me from attaining the fire power-up.
Fuck, now you're gonna win for sure.
Ah, this is it. This is it.
Indeed, this is it. I have a sudden boost of confidence. I have so much power on my side this time, I cannot fail. As I go for the first stomp, I lose my fire power up. I can't let the overconfidence get the better of me. Same thing happens for the second stomp. I'm on my last leg, so if I don't finish now, I don't know if I'll find the confidence to finish this challenge. While Emmy was throwing his big bombs, I saw the opportunity to end this, and with the press of the jump button, I landed on Lemmy's head for the finishing blow. And so that's how I've managed to overcome the hardest LuigiU challenge I've ever had to do.
If you were wondering why the roles went reversed, well, here's why.
Hey, we said no walls of the
I'm doing what you're doing. Oh.
No.
This is fun.
No, it's
This is what I call fun.
No.
Here's what I call fun.
Only one of us was going to suffer, and it was not going to be me.